Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of this week's Hot Projects, where we get into some of the biggest games on the blockchain. Today we're going to take a look at some new games coming out, going to talk about some updates in games we've covered before, and looking at the situation in terms of where things are at in the marketplace, because they have been a bit bearish. We're going to be talking about, what I've done recently with some of the things that we've talked about investing in on the channel. Okay, let's get into this. If you're brand new to the channel, make sure to hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with information like this. We are 0.5k subs away, 500 subs away from getting to 40k, where we'll be doing a special giveaway. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And if you enjoy the video and find it helpful, please leave a like on the video. It always helps the channel out. Let's get into today's episode. Okay, let's start with the Wanaka land sale. Unfortunately, I still cannot open my pack. It was meant to be live as of 4 a.m. UTC today, but they have stated that they'll post a link to later on today, so hopefully it might come up in the next 2 hours. I'll be able to put it into this video. But what we're going to look at is how much it's worth now. So these can be bought on the market, so if you want to pick up land, you can now do it, but it's going to cost you a fair amount compared to how much we paid at during the land sale. So it was $180 worth of Wanna at the land sale to purchase, and we can open our packs and see what we get. Now we're going to get two different types. There's rarity and seasons. So the rarities range from common to immortal. Immortal, there's only going to be 30 lands that exist for that. Mythical, 150, and so forth, is increasing, with common being 62%. So like almost a 2 in 3 chance that we're going to get common. If I get anything other than a common, I think that's going to be a real good success. Seasons also are different. So we've got 8% for it to be 1 season, 2 seasons 60%, 3 seasons 24%, and then 4 seasons 8%. I think that's really interesting that the 8% is rarities on 1 season, 4 season. It suggests that having 1 season is good, maybe then because you can run the same crops throughout the year. 4 seasons might mean that you get to run a mass variety of crops and take advantage of the different seasons. So it'll be interesting to see how that works. This is how it'll be displayed. You can obviously tell what rarity is, but then we've got the seasons on the side. Spring, summer, winter, autumn. And on Babylon Market is where we're able to sell it. So Wanaka's marketplace will be where the land opening occurs. Babylon Marketplace is where you can sell it. Have a little sense in your mind, like how guess, see if anybody can guess this without looking. How much is this Wanaka worth? This Wanaka land? I paid $108 for it. In your mind, what would be a good value? For me, personally, would be, 10x. And so if we go to the marketplace now, we check out how much this is currently selling for. 345,000. No, it's not that much. The floor price on this is 1,500, which is insane. 1,550 is the lowest price that you can get one of these for, 4.4 BNB, and that's unopened. So imagine how much these are going to be worth in people's mind if you imagine to get an immortal land. It's going to be insane. It might even be that $345,000. I'm holding mine. I'm opening mine because I want to play the game. But if you want to now, you can pick up land. You're just going to have to buy it at a premium price. But you might, if you just want some land, you can always take the tact of waiting for these guys to be opened and then pick up just the common land, because they'll be less than 4.4 BNB for sure. Whilst we're on the Babylon Marketplace, we can take a look and update on our Mezurashi. So we did a video last week, and I stated I would be giving away every second Mezurashi to people, whatever we pulled, and I'm sticking true to that. And we have loads to give away because 448 affiliates signed up to this and bought packs. Every 15 packs, we've got a free pack. So if we kind of go through what's mine, what's yours? One for me, one for you, one for me, one for you. I'm getting the rares. One for me, one for you. One for me, one for you. Okay, so we have a rare to give away. One for me, one for you. 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 All blues at the moment out of these free packs. One for me, one for you. One for me, one for you. God damn it. The Quaritron looks the best. I'm giving that away. I've got to give it away. One for me, one for you, one for me, one for you. A rare Dragolinks to give away as well. One for me, one for you. 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 It's all rare from there on. You can see we've got so many packs. Thank you guys for signing up with the affiliation link. Yeah, we're going to give those away. I'm going to give 3 away to each person who I select. These are going to be out of the comments with a random comment picker on the Mezurashi video, but also on today's video. So if you comment below, you can enter. So we'll do some of the entries, random comment picker from here as well. And you have to go to Discord, post your competition wallet, in the competition wallet section on Discord, and your YouTube name, and then I'll be able to find you. Make sure you post your exact YouTube name as well. So let's take a look at the price. The price is looking pretty good. 45 cents now. Maintain stable. I think the best thing about the projects like these is when you buy the token and then you invest it into the NFTs, people can't panic sell and they're able to hold it then. So we're looking at a nice 0.45 on that. To anybody bought in early, we're looking to see that in videos. Now I'm putting out videos and new projects. There's a pump after where you guys are purchasing it, and so like it's a very much like the Journey Crypto effect, where we pick these projects. If we're all buying them, it pumps the price, but if we hold it, you know, potentially we can all make profit when other people could get into it. It's worth keeping that in mind. It's kind of like first to some of the videos might get the best price. Okay, now to the biggest project on the Binance Smart Chain and Cardio Chain at the moment, Thetan Arena. This game is so ready. I've been playing the alpha for the past couple of days. It is a MOBA. If you've ever played likes of Brawl Stars, it comes from the same developers of Hero Strike, which is a ready-made complete game on Android and iOS already. So they've just reskinned it for the blockchain. And so everything is ready for the game. The alpha I haven't detected any bugs, which is insane for an alpha, but this is what I expected. It met my expectations, which is rare in the blockchain space. The only element where there's going to be that factor is this going to be integrated into the blockchain smoothly? Because that's where I think the difficulty lies for the team. And hopefully, with all this in place, it runs smoothly. Now, recommendations for this game, having played the alpha, it does look like having more characters is better, because you will be able to, it looks like you're limited in the amount that you can earn on a daily basis. As you can see from this image, each character has a limit for their daily THC battle, which looks like the way it's going to work is every single day you get to battle with your characters and they will earn THC, but they have a limit, and the limit is higher for those that are legendary, and your common types, you'll only be able to have 15 battles. So it looks like if you want to earn the most THC, the best way to do that is going to be to have a lot of characters. And it looks like if they stick to these limits though, that's a lot of battles to have a day. 70 battles is a lot to have in a day. I think the most I've done in a day is 30, because each round lasts around 5 to 10 minutes. So that's a lot of time to put into a game. But if you really want, you really want to make money out of this, potentially you could do that by grinding, unlocking a ton of characters and grinding through them every single day. But it may change. This is in alpha. It may be that when it comes to beta, full release, that the values of these go down. So if it was like 10 for legendary, 5 for is it epic, and then for the common types it was 3, I think that would be probably better balance of how many battles people are likely going to be able to fit in a day. Yeah, so having more characters better, and that's why I made the decision. Also, after putting out this yesterday to you guys, I wanted to give you a heads up as well, to kind of give you a sense of what the decision was, whether you wanted to make the same decision. Is Cardio Chain price was pretty expensive at 3.12. It was at 3.3 at one point dollars, and Binance Smart Chain was 2.7. So therefore, it was quite a good time to shift your currency, if you own Cardio Chain, over to the Binance Smart Chain, because you will have been able to buy more THG. So I did that. I sold my looking at the charts yesterday, I tried to take advantage of this. So yesterday it pumped, and I was here, I was watching this, and I sold mine and then was ready to buy back here. But but didn't. and then by the time I got back, it was up here. So that's when I was like, let's check out the price on Binance Smart Chain, and it turned out it was to be cheaper. So I got more Thetan gem moving over to the Binance Smart Chain side. And if we look at it now, it's $2.81 on the Binance Smart Chain side, and if it is 76.9, we can see that on the Cardia chain, 76.9 is $2.89. So it's still more expensive on the Cardia chain side. So if you sold your Cardia chain and switched over to the Binance, you probably would be able to just get a little bit more, but that gap has definitely closed. Maybe other people saw what I put out and took advice from that. But if you are not in this game yet, if you haven't seen it, know that this is going to be, in my opinion, one of the biggest games on the blockchain. It's so far along in terms of its roadmap. The fact that this game, it does play perfectly when I've been playing it. There's been no crashes, no dropping out of battles. So I think this is one that's going to move very quickly. And if you are thinking of getting in, at the very least, invest enough to buy one character. And there's no word on how much it will cost for those at the moment, but I would say roughly holding around 100 Thetan Gen, $280 worth, would be a real safe amount. But you could pick up like 25. That might also be. But as soon as I know about what the value is going to be, I'll put out an update letting you guys know, so you know what to do. Okay, on to the next one. The next project I want to take a look at is Forrest Night, and that's because it is a free-to-play game that is readily available now in early access on your mobile device. So I downloaded this a while ago, and I've been playing it, just logging in for the daily rewards. Haven't been playing it too much because it's not a great groundbreaking game, but the turn-based strategy is pretty fun and pretty intuitive. So here we can see this is the layout of battles, and some of them are like strong tankies, which you can have up front. And you'll have to like move position around some of the obstacles like rocks. Some of them you can use to your advantage. So you hit rocks, they might give out health potions, and you have your sequence of attack, and then your opponent will have their sequence of attack. Nothing amazing, but it's quite a fun game to play. As I say, I've had it on my mobile device. I have been playing it each day, logging in. But what I'm really interested to see is how, when this gets integrated into the blockchain, how much of an earner will it be? But it could be, if you're just looking for a game that is free to play, this might be a little earner that brings you in. If it brings you any profit in, you're well beyond the return of investment if your return of investment is zero. But yeah, available now. It launched at 30 cents on Seedify. That's why I had it on my radar, because anything that launches on Seedify generally is potentially going to do quite well. They've really kind of just prioritized games, and one of them was Forrest Night, and so I downloaded that and started playing it. It launched at 30 cents, and it's currently now, it's massively dropped from where it was. It went up to 1.2, which was like a 4x, and now it's at 40 cents. So it has dropped a significant amount, and might be that in the next couple of days, or maybe even now, is a pretty good time to get involved in this. If you like it, if it's a game that you want to play as well as have some investment in, at 40 cents, following on from the launch, it's a pretty decent price. I think I might take my money out of Snook and put it into that instead. I've only got $100, but it'll be interesting just to see what that does. So I just wanted to put that out because I know some people just want a free-to-play game that doesn't have a high entry price of like a $200-$500, and this is that game. This game is for you. Check it out. The links for the Twitter page will be in the description below. There you can get access to all the details you need. You can go on QuickSwap and you can just paste in the contract there to get the token if you wanted to purchase it. Next up, let's talk about Monster Infinite. Their pre-sale 1 and 2 has been done. It was a successful sale. The value increased from 0.15 to at the moment is almost 10x of that, 1.44. It has had a big dip since it peaked at around about 3.21 the day after, and I've been holding mine, so you can see my buys and my sells. I sold a little bit there to purchase something, but following that, I've been holding my tokens. Could have sold for a lot more profit at 1,100. dollars. But this is a project I'm backing. It's a project I believe in, so I'm holding my tokens. 1.44 is a very good entry price. If they're looking to change the amount that it costs for an egg, you won't need to hold that much, but it will be something like they want it to be between $15 to $20 worth of money being held. So you could purchase some now on this part where it is a dip, and then maybe when that changes, when the sale comes out, you might see an increase in price. But I think 1.44 is a pretty good entry price to come in at. It's just whether you need or want to pull for how many eggs do you want to pull, because they're going to have different random traits as well that might be beneficial. It might be better to have more than 3 to give you that variety in your squad. But yeah, as I say, I'm holding mine out to do the same, because I've got 1 Inception monster, but still got to make up the rest of my team with some good players. I think there's going to be a lot happening over the next month, so I'll do my best to keep you up to date with any changes related to that for sure. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to take a look at is something that launched on the LZ pad. This is called Bomb Crypto, and this is just something that I've seen and really like the look of, because it basically looks like it's going to be the crypto version of Bomberman, right? If you've ever played Bomberman, it's a great fun game. It works really well as a multiplayer, and this would be perfect for the blockchain space, because if you're going to create a sustainable economy, you want a game that's fun. You also want to try and not steer away from this play to earn, grind and get tokens every day, and they get sold off, and then the token price just goes down and down. What you want is to be able to create a sustainable economy by maybe having 4 players playing multiplayer. Everybody puts in 1 token. The prize is like 3.8, and 0.2 goes to the game, goes back into the economy, and nobody's leaving with huge. If you've got 4 people leaving with guaranteed return of investment and more, it's just not going to be sustainable. But here, it'll just be, if you want to earn money, you've got to be good at the game and learn how to play. It looks like you have to purchase your individual own little avatar. It's got a little bully frog here, or Henricus. I want Henricus. He looks cool actually. I currently do own some of this, so I own 441. I purchased it. Oh, I purchased it at 357, and it's already at 442, so I'm already making some profit on that. Looks like I made a good buy then. Look at what it peaked at. That's crazy. Yeah, so I think this is a real slow burner, and slow burner but a good earner. When this goes live, when this game goes live, I think it's going to attract loads of people, because it's going to have that nostalgia of Bomberman. Who hasn't played Bomberman? If you haven't played Bomberman, go play Bomberman. Check it out. See if it's something you like, because it probably will be. And I think this could be really successful on the blockchain for sure. If the economy is right on this. But it's just definitely going to be more of that play element that I'm really looking for. So if you want to kind of follow it, just obviously I'll post a link to the Twitter feed. Follow it, follow notifications, so you keep up to date with when this launches, any big updates, and see whether it is something that you want to invest in. Just a quick message on Plant vs Undead, because I know a few of you will probably be thinking, what are we doing around this? Do we need to get in or get out of this? I think it's clearly the changes that are made have added to a more sustainable economy, because we're seeing some recovery now. I think there's a lot of panic selling. So we're at 3.48. This game is obviously, it's not as fruitful as it was, but if you've made a return of investment, it doesn't really matter that much. But I'm still playing and earning, and I think we just got to wait to see what PvP is going to be like. I was tempted to invest big and get another plant, and invest big and go into getting like a team of mythic plants that I could actually go in and properly battle. But I think it's a big risk at the moment. It's up in the air. It has a potential of huge reward if you take the risk of like going big on a team, but it has a huge potential of you losing out and wasting a lot of money. Because it all depends on how well the next token does, and historically, from most games on the blockchain, the second coin doesn't do as well as the first. But they have a PvP ready to go. But yeah, I've decided not to take the risk. The point I was going to take the risk, I gave somebody asked for like a target price, and I said it was around here. I was like probably 2.5, and yeah, it went below 2.5, and maybe that was the point. That was a good point to get in, because if you did, you would have made an extra 50% in a very short time, because people are selling it off less. You know, I'm not very tempted to sell that off when I'm gonna get, you know, only 6, 7, 10 PVU for that. And yeah, it's a lot of effort compared to, well, I could just save and get up to those saplings to 100 and then purchase a seed, plant it. It's going to cost me 4 PVU, but then see what comes out at the end of it, because it could be a mythic, who knows, and that could pull you in about $300 worth. So yeah, it's still very up in the air. Personally though, I'm staying reserved and just sticking with what I've got at the moment and not making any further investments. But it could be that if we see that it do really well, they have an AMA scheduled tomorrow at 1 PM UTC. Check that out, listen to that. I think we'll see the price react to that AMA, and I think that's what we're already seeing is people buying up before the AMA. Because if they pull out a killer update and they're saying, look, this is what we've got and this is how it's going to work, and it really increases people's trust of the project, it could make a good recovery. With people selling off less and people putting in more, maybe we'll see a recovery. Now let's finish off with some of my earners. There's not a lot of games that I'm in at the moment. I'm earning a lot of money because I'm not looking for projects that give out rewards as much anymore, because I just know they're not as sustainable. But Step Hero does seem to have a sustainable economy, and that their token will have a lot of use, their second token that they launched. So they do have the ability to earn step by staking or go hunting with your heroes. So if we unlock my wallet right now, it's MetaMask, sign in, we're able to see that I've got a bunch of heroes that are claiming constantly on the go, and I've earned 174 step. So if I claim that now, we can see how much that is worth. It would be about $60, which is pretty good. I put this in for probably 5 days worth, and we can see Step Heroes is gaining some traction. It's up from a, you know, it's sold off a lot early on, and then people started buying back. I think once the use cases become more aware about what you could actually do with this token. So if I was to sell this off now, I could sell off 174 step USDT for $50. $50, not a massive earner, but considering the hunting points I'm going to be getting these are my commons and uncommons. Imagine if I'd held on to my legendary. I think I'd be earning a lot more from that everyday bounty. But I sold it for 4,000, and I'm not too disappointed about doing that. If we go to the marketplace now, I don't know why I do this. It's just painful to check. If we look at the cheapest legendary that is available, oh my god, it's $12,000. What have I done? What have I done? I sold it early. Oh man, I think that's my archer. Is that my archer? I don't care. I've got my nice new laptop. Oh god. Oh my god, there was a buy. Oh my god, somebody bought it for $11,000. Oh, it hurts so bad. Ah. Oh man, I think I was just so eager to get my laptop because I needed a laptop urgently, because it just kept crashing. This one doesn't crash at all. It's fast. I don't care. I've got my nice new laptop. Oh god. Another continued earner is the hero, of course. I invested big into this game. Still looking forward to the NFT battling when that comes in. But at the moment, just earning off the APY. and it has gone down a fair bit recently, but the prices remain stable. And the reason why the prices remain stable, I think, is because it's that whole, well, if you invest in an NFT, people can't panic sell it off. So it's at 2.5, which is really looking really healthy for it. The average APY now is 331, whereas my APY is 332. So okay, I'm above average now. And currently got 85 heroes in there. So about $200 is the earnings for the past, I think, about 5 days I've left this in for, which is healthy. I'm just going to leave it in there and continue accruing. I'm going to see, I'm waiting for some good offers in the trade market. I figure when the next ones come out, if they do release more, then the prices of those will go down. So I'm just going to wait for that rather than buying them at a premium price now. Still waiting on that gold. I want a third gold, but no, I'm gonna have to wait for it. But you know, I'm gonna hold on to my golds because, well, they may be worth more in the future. Who knows? Okay, let's leave it there. That is all for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like on the video. Hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content. That is all from me. See you guys soon.